Hey fools, welcome back to another week review and week in preview. We're going to take a look at last week at week 12, starting with the most important game, Ass Clowns versus Chronic Roaches. I just got to say, as of Thursday evening, after all the football was done, I had 70 points with 3 guys. I was really excited about myself. I was really excited about having a real opportunity. Now, granted, I knew Roger was going to have some studs on his team, but holy moly. Hurts was insane. What else we got? Robinson, huge. Adele, huge. And then his defense just went all out. So it didn't really matter what kind of day I had. When you're going to score 163 points, you're going to dominate the game. So congrats to Roger. I'll get you next time. Over that, we had Contract Year versus Whipping Boys. Whipping Boys had a real big day. He was coming. He was due one anyway. So 158 points, a huge day. It's sad too because Contract Year, 130 points, still doesn't pull off a win. It kind of kills you that way. And basically, he kind of put up his best lineup though. Paid the price for when you start a kicker who does not play. That's always going to hurt you. All right, then we've got the Dominator, or as I like to call him, here we go again with another victory. I think if Dan doesn't score over 150 points, it's kind of like a losing week for him in general. Mickles Marauder, huge day. Prescott, huge. I mean, his big guys came out to play 144 points, but against Dan, it's like the crane kick in Karate Kid is no defense. All right, next we've got Mullet Militia and Promiscuous Knids. That's Brad and Lauren. Close game. Really looked like Brad was going to pull it off near the end. It was great because the Monday night game boiled down to basically a Viking defensive player against a Viking running back. And since we know the Viking offense really didn't do much of anything, I think that, Madison got him like 5 points. And then the defensive guy, who did he have on defense? It was Hunter. Hunter came up with a huge game with 21 points, giving Militia the victory. A much-needed victory for Lauren at 3-9, who really, I think right now is the only person that is out of the playoff race right now. All right, let's go to... Oh, here was a good one too. Gridiron Skirts finally had a low-scoring game. And then, lo and behold, Abdul with Waller's Flying Circus coming out strong. Look at this, 5-7. This is a guy that started out just shitty, to be honest. CJ Stroud, huge game. Decent numbers. You'll notice one thing about this lineup, if you just look through very closely, only one Giant. And I think that is the saving grace for his team right now. In the meantime, our other rookie, Gridiron Skirt, just didn't have a good day from anybody. Very mediocre days. She gets her running back, who's a dominator, but it wasn't enough. Everything else just kind of petered out. Even her defense, which has normally been killing it, wasn't able to. Garrett, who's normally like a 20-point player, only got her 6. Kind of knocked Amanda back down to earth at 6-6. All right, let's look at next week. Well, let's do this. So in the standings right now, Brad's got a playoff spot guaranteed. Dan's got a playoff spot guaranteed. But as you can see, this is nuts. Especially in Defenders Division. We have a bunch of really close races. They're going to boil down to wins and losses. Hell, there's even a mild chance that I could still make the playoffs. I mean, doubtful, but it could happen. And then you'll see up here, it's pretty much the same thing. I think Contract Year is out. I think he can only win. Well, I guess technically he could still be in it, I guess, with 3 wins, but probably not very unlikely. So there's some movement up here, but this is the crazy one that is going to go in. It's really going to boil down to these last 3 weeks. Nuts. All these teams at 6-6. And then Ass Clown trying to catch up at 5-7. So pretty interesting going on. Speaking of which, let's look at the upcoming week starting tonight. Excuse me. First up, we've got Ass Clowns versus the Dominator. Here we go again. As you can see, Yahoo is already predicting my loss. Chronic Roaches versus Gridiron Skirts. Basically, the 2 6-6 teams go head-to-head. Contract Year versus Mischievous Knids. Brad just needs to keep up the winning to win the division. That gives him the bye. Michael needs to win out to have any kind of chance at all. Mickles Marauders, same thing, 6-6. Whipping Boys, same thing, 6-6. They just need wins. Waller's Flying Circus has a slim chance too with a couple more wins. And Mullet Militia, I guess he's just enjoying the season with us. So, but it's cool because unlike his Cowboys, he's really sucking. Where I got to say, Lauren, the Cowboys are really amazing against teams below 500. It's pretty impressive. All right, that's about it for this week. I can't think of anything else to BS about. Good luck to everyone, except here we go again because you're playing against me. We'll talk in a week. Playoffs are coming. Get excited. Oh, and one more thing. Birder!